shall be signed. Breaking down the stories, every view will unwind. From left to right, we'll see the light. It's balance, we're chasing, no fighters fight. Good is still be talking straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Good is still be here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Good is still be keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay while it's diving deep with Curtis. So be the combos you need. The combos you need. Insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, it's diving deep with Curtis Selby, the convo's unique. Curtis Selby, talking it straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtis Selby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, it's diving deep with Curtis Selby, the combos you need. The combos you need. The combos you need.
Hail and well met, everybody. It is I, your ever increasingly tired midnight blogger. Why, blog's in this case at 5:48 p.m. Today we're going to do a watch party of episodes 8 and 9 of Star Trek, the original series. Episode 8 being Dagger of the Mind, which, if I remember right, was a pretty damn cool episode. I don't remember all the details, but it was about, I think the inmates took over the asylum of a penal colony, and because of that, I have a poll going up. What are your thoughts on how society should treat criminals? We've got a lot of variety going on here. So far, 17% of you say criminals need better treatment. We need to rehabilitate. 17% of you say lock them away for life on a colony. 33% of you say bring back the death penalty, and that is tied for first with I like turtles, 33%. As always, I have a goal. I'm sorry, I'm a goal-oriented person. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a horrible person, but any super chat of any size or any donated membership, and I will do a watch party of the donor's choice on Saturday night. We've already got a lot of people coming in here, so let's say hello. I did a little bit better job of sharing out the stream than normal, and I think I see the results of that. We've got John Ponerero, one of my biggest supporters, wonderful human being, and a hell of a pharmacist. If you need drugs, this is the guy you need to talk to. John Ponerero saying, howdy, I'll be in and out. Hope y'all have fun. We have Accounting Sheep, another one of my most enormous supporters, saying ahoy, and I hope you are still doing well. You are still in my prayer list, good sir. Gorilla's Random Thoughts, another person, along with John, who's also in my prayer list, who's one of my major supporters in a lot of ways, designer of music for me, and I'm trying to figure out how to make that last song you sent me my outro, or maybe I'll make it my intro, because it's really pertinent. Saying Kapla, which episodes today? They will be episodes 8 and 9. I haven't looked yet at what 9 is, but 8 is Dagger of the Mind. Gorillas would also like to congratulate Iran on picking their 300th Supreme Leader this month. And wait, Israel just flew past. Congrats to the 301st Supreme Leader that will be picked in about 15 minutes. Personally, I think they should just choose Trump or Gorillas or me as their Supreme Leader. I mean, they can't do much worse than what they've been doing. And Resolute Germ, hail and well met. Damn right, I'm starting Marshall's Will rewatch later. God bless you, good sir. Gorillas is saying, Dagger of the Mind is when Kirk gets brainwashed and turns into a libtard. In Accounting Sheep, fun fact, Curtis is using the same microphone they used for the moon landing. Let me know if how the sound is. I know sound has been an issue for a while, and I've tried to figure. I've got other microphones. I'm trying to figure out which ones to use. Gorillas, is audio acting up for them, or is it my speakers? Probably my audio. Hold on. Let me see if this microphone works better. Also, I'm going to turn off the music, because frankly, if the audio is not doing well, the music is probably adding little or nothing to your experience. Hold on here. Testing, 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 testing. Is the mic hot? And we have a guest speaker here. Welcome, PvP, to Curtis's Nightmare.
Oh, God. Did I just go, minutes ago. You're on early. I was thinking you'd be on like an hour from now, and I took a nap, and I somehow just woke up like 2 minutes after you started. We're just like, wow. Like, I don't know.
My apologies. It's going to be random until I quit doing the 2 jobs thing.
Yeah.
I've got to sit down, do my finances. I need to have a talk with one of my bosses and figure out what I'm doing.
How's the 2 jobs going, by the way?
Believe it or not, it's going great. I'm managing my symptoms
Good.
better than I ever have, I think. But I can't keep doing it. I know I can't. Like another month or 2 and I'll have an episode.
Well,
I absolutely will.
I work 20, and at my age, I told my boss, hey, boss, I can't do more than 20. And she's like, yeah, I know.
I understand it. I really do, because there are times when that's all I can do.
By the way, I have a great boss. I've talked about her before, I think, in like too many streams.
No, well, I have two great bosses, and it's like the song "Torn Between Two Lovers."
Yeah.
You know, I've got to pick one though.
Well,
eventually,
my boss she's like 42 now, and oh mama.
oh no, be good PvP. We don't need you going before HR. Be good.
I've got to say, why does the boss have to be that hot? That's all I'm saying.
Like, so hopefully none of my bosses hear this, but my boss at the newest job will just be politically correct. She's very pretty. But hopefully this won't be a bad thing to say. If I had a JJ, I might have a shot. But I don't.
Oh,
and that's okay.
She swings for the other team.
She does, but you know, she's a sweet person. She's a hard worker.
Well,
so you know, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, well, you know, I actually my boss is really cool. Like, she's a very nice person. I remember when I was very sick a couple months ago with some flu and I couldn't work for like 3 days in a row. And she's like, "That's cool. You know, do the hours at the end of the week." And I even did some probably on Saturday that week. And she's like, "No worries, you know." So, I mean, let's face it, if I was working for a big 5 and dime supermarket, they'd be, "What, you're sick? Okay, bye."
Gorilla's just sent a great comment. Curtis, just go to USAID, propose going to Afghanistan to teach ladies about urinals. They'll give you $100. And you know,
I got a urinal story.
Uh-oh.
When I was taking my job upgrade about 12 years ago now, before I got my job, there was a guy that actually was in the Canadian Armed Forces that served in Afghanistan. He was like a mid-level kind of guy, so I think he probably saw some action on the front lines, but he was like not top brass, but he was like middle level, Curtis. And he spent a lot of time in the Capitol, and one day he went into the restroom, I guess you would call it, and he noticed that the men were taking a piss in the sinks.
Oh no.
And they were washing their hands in the urinals.
What in the... Oh, my God.
Because they didn't understand what modern cleaning was. When he told me that story, we laughed our asses. He was a really cool guy, by the way, but yeah.
People are saying that there's an echo on your end, which I don't hear.
I have my YouTube turned off. It must be on your end.
Who knows? I'm trying to figure out.
Because I always turn. Well, I can even kill. Okay, I just killed my YouTube channel completely, and it's still echoing.
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Gotta be your end, Curtis.
I'm gonna try something.
I just killed YouTube here.
I'm gonna try something here.
The only thing I'm on is StreamYard at the moment.
Oh, dang it.
Because I need to get some refreshments. I'll be back in like.
You're fine. You're fine. Let me work on this a little bit. I wish I had some good hold music.
I don't know what's going on. Because I mean, I always turn my YouTube down volume to 0 because I know if I don't, it's going to echo for sure.
Yeah, same here. Hold on. I'm gonna try. Okay,
I'll
that's
be back
turned
in
to
a
0.
couple, so go ahead.
All right,
figure it out.
all right. I'm gonna put some hold music on. Hopefully. Nope, that's bad hold music. Nope, that's bad hold music. Here we go. There's the hold music for now. I'm gonna see if I can get something to help. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, y'all let me know if that helps, hurts, or matters. And while he's getting a snack, I will keep up. I'll get caught up in the chat, and we'll get the show going. Gorilla's saying, Curtis, just go ahead to USAID. Propose going to Afghanistan to teach ladies about urinals. They'll give you $100. He meant $1 million. Yeah. I'm. If you know what I really need to do is find me a good Somali girl and marry her, and we'll set up a daycare here in Oklahoma and get like $1 or $2 or $3 million and not teach kids, and we'll live happily ever after. You can buy those as an add-on these days. And lemon pie citrus, hail and well met. I hope you are doing well. We can't understand PvP. PvP sounds like he's echoing underwater. Major PvP echo. Echo, 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 echo. Lemon Pie says, sell those urinal stories to a major network. There's only an echo when PvP talks. It's more of a reverb than an echo. The echo is only with PvP. There's plenty of those in Minnesota. Curtis, you were fine before. Now you're just louder. Okay. What you going to call your learning center? I'm going to call it the Leering Center RS. What do you think? All right, I'm going to take a sip of some of my beverage. Oh, PvP is back. Okay, tell me how he sounds, guys. Tell me how PvP sounds.
Echo. I don't think I am.
Yes, Gorillas, Leering Center. I'm hoping they're telling me that I still sound fine, just louder, and that's fine.
Oh, you sound great, and
okay.
There's no echo here on my end now.
Okay, y'all let me know if there's any echo. I'm going to take a look here. Gorilla says you sound like a damn Canadian, and John says the echo is gone. So I think, unless we get a complaint really soon, I think we're good to go. Let's see what's going on in Cosmo. Yes.
These are. We finally hit a couple of A episodes today.
Nice.
So we got some mediocre ones the last 2 weeks, right, Curtis?
Right on. So Dagger of the Mind, and what's the next episode after that? I haven't looked it up yet.
Urbanite Maneuver.
I remember liking that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
John and Cosme said his brain is gone, and also shared the meme of Picard, Riker, and Data listening to music, and I'm the captain now. Look at me. I'm the captain now. So, you have any words to say about Dagger of the Mind before we get going?
Well, it's the first episode with the Vulcan mind meld.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
They were by this episode, they were finally starting to figure things out. And of course, I think it was Nimoy that invented it, because he basically was one of those actors. He didn't just sit back on his ass and read the script every week and go, okay, I'll say my lines. Give me a
right.
Check, like an actor would these days.
Right on.
Okay, I got an interesting character here. He didn't even realize. I'm sure early in season 1, he didn't realize the legendary character he was creating.
Right.
I mean, he probably just thought it was a job. And, I remember when he didn't even want to take the job at first, because he was embarrassed to have the ears and the eyebrows and all that stuff.
I'm going to be typecast as a weirdo. Yeah.
Well, he just thought people are going to be laughing at him, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, so once he got the job, and I'll never forget, I think it was, William Theis, the makeup man on the series, and NBC sent over horrifically bad ears, right?
Oh, no.
Real bad. And William Theis, no, that's the costume guy. Okay. Okay, anyway, the makeup guy, I can't remember his damn name now, but he talked to Nemo and he said, "These are crap." He said he said, "Okay, we got a weekend. I'm going to go to my guys and they know how to do stuff right and we're going to make you a pair of really good ears." And he came back
Mhm.
on Monday with the good ears and he fitted them on Nimoy and Nimoy was like, "Hey, this looks pretty good." So that's what they went with, right? For the
Well,
series.
they do look good. I mean, they're different and they're pointy, but they're not so outlandish, you know.
Well, yeah, when you
So
see like dollar store Halloween Spock ears, it's like ha ha
yeah,
ha ha,
exactly.
you know. But they
Gr-
always looked they were well, let's put it this way, they were believable on
yes,
Nimoy's head,
yeah,
right?
they didn't look grotesque. They looked different, yes, but you could believe that these were alien, but still natural ears
I
on this
think the word
person.
is natural. They look naturalistic on Nimoy's face, right?
Yes, yes. Gorillas is saying that in this episode, Kirk becomes a libtard. And we have Kevin
Huh?
saying howdy to John and Gorillas. Hello, Kevin Hernandez.
Okay, I don't have my YouTube on, so I'm not seeing any comments here, but
That's okay. That's okay. These are actually the ones in Cosme. Are we ready to watch Dagger?
I'm ready anytime. Yeah, yeah.
All righty, we shall watch.
Oh,
Let's
did
make
we
sure.
have did we, did you, I need a Cosme link. Shit.
Oh shit! It should be pinned in the chat, but if not,
Yeah, I better go back to the YouTube because that's where,
sorry. I got your Facebook, and
here
just in
it is.
case,
Got it.
I also have your Cosme link. There you
I
go.
got it now. I knew there was some reason I needed to get YouTube back. Oh well.
You're fine. You're fine. You're
I got
good.
it. I'm ready. Ready
Sweet,
to go.
sweet. And we will hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dagger of the Mind.
And the sound is up full volume on your
Yes,
end.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Always like to check.
Makes sense. Hey, Tantalus Penal Colony.
I'm
They
sure if
said
you,
penal.
yeah, I'm sure if you put penal in a Academy episode that they'd all be snickering.
I
You said penal. Now these guys have not been trained by Scotty.
see this.
Maybe even Kirk knows what's going on, right? He
Kirk
doesn't.
always knows what's going on. He's
Yeah,
like
but
badass.
he's not even a transporter tech, and he knows their job better than these clowns do.
That's sad because I can't remember. It may have been in a book, but I remember Kirk saying a line about how Scotty was a way better engineer than him. Spock was a way better scientist, but the job of a captain is to make those talented people get the most out of their talents. And I can't remember where he said that, but I always thought that was amazing.
Boy, it's really low on this one, isn't it? I can hardly.
Is it low? Crap.
Yeah, it's a good thing we got the subtitles because I couldn't even hear Kirk there hardly.
Sorry. I'll keep my mouth shut for a bit.
I don't know what it is with a lot of these channels. Like the visuals, the video is good, but the audio often is not quite there. Yeah, this
Sorry.
one's really low today, sadly.
I wonder if my Cosme. No, that's. Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Actually, if Gorilla's still in the chat, maybe he could recommend another source because Gorilla's good at coming up with different channels.
Gorilla's the bomb.
He's told me about so many channels that I've watched that work really good.
Hey, Booger. Evening. AFS 1970. Welcome. I hope you enjoy Dagger of the Mind.
By the way, sometimes when I watch these, I think we should have a like a counter And the one counter I would say is how many times does a transporter tech get chopped in the neck?
Yeah,
Because it happens quite often.
right on. This
It's
guy
like
looks like I would if I'd been in a few more boxing matches.
he looks like you at the end of the work week, doesn't he?
Yes, exactly. Except he has more hair. Damn him! I'll bet
I
the
gotta
chick
say, I like this actor. He's really good.
gotcha.
I think he's in another episode later in the series, if I remember. Oh, I think your subtitles are really off.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, they are.
Try this second set. Sometimes number 2 works better than number 1. Try 2.
Okay.
Because that
Got it on number
option
2.
seems more accurate. Well, let's give it a go and see what happens.
Right on.
Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I think we're there, Curtis.
Sweet.
Yep, see? For some reason, 2 seems to be the accurate one.
Yep.
Boy, this is really low, though, man. I'm not complaining, but I'm
Yeah.
the fact, like, wowza. Because the last couple of weeks, the last 4 episodes weren't this low volume. I don't remember.
How is that? I've upped the volume on some of my devices.
Yeah,
How's that?
it's not any different here.
Darn it.
By the way, did you notice when Nimoy has the earpiece in the ear?
Yes.
And often in an episode, when he's got the earpiece on, he'll pull the earpiece out halfway through a scene, and somehow the ear doesn't pop off. They must glue it on, right? Because
Yeah, it's got to be in there pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't pop off because I'm often thinking, oh crap. Her we don't have to worry about because
Oh, yeah, that's her ears. Yeah, yeah.
I gotta say, I think Uhura was the first woman of color I totally fell in love with.
You know,
As a teenager, I knew
the first woman I totally fell in love with was the Scarlet Witch. She was in a comic book that I read.
Huh.
And I didn't know much about her, but oh my God, she was hot. That's why.
That's what I like about vintage culture, Curtis. Women were allowed to be hot then.
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of disappointed that the series didn't do better. Although I've heard some people say that it was good, but most of the reviews I've heard of it are negative.
That was a comic book series?
Well, she was in the Avengers comics way back in the 70s.
Don't remember that. But I was collecting comics back then, but I wasn't collecting the Avengers, I guess.
I understand. Booger will chat in both places to make the bots happy. John says it's plenty loud for me. I'm not even going through my TV or anything. I'm just looking at my tablet. So I don't know. I don't know.
Like Curtis, you're perfectly loud.
Just not the show.
Yeah, not the show. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. Oh, here we go.
That's a good point.
Once again, character building for Spock there.
Yep.
Because we didn't probably even, I don't know if we knew that about Vulcans at that point, that they've avoided.
I don't think we did. I mean, we knew that he seemed to be very stoic, but we didn't realize that Vulcans were
that's
against
the first
emotion.
Time he mentions it as a cultural Vulcan thing, right?
Right.
It's like all Vulcans, have that philosophy, basically, is what he was saying. It's like, don't send me back to the Democratic Party, please.
No! I don't want Hillary Clinton to kill me. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt when I got home last night.
I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do 40, much less 80, man. Like, wow, that's. I tell you, I totally respect your work ethic.
Thank you. I'm just trying to make sure I pay my freaking bills. I feel like Booger says I feel like that guard should have been watching the door. Not wrong. Not wrong, Booger.
That is a pet peeve with the original series. Is they were too lax on security. Let's face it. How
Yeah,
many
they
times?
needed Worf.
Well, how many times did they let sketchy people wander around the Enterprise doing whatever the hell they wanted? You know, they did it often. They'd let sketchy people wander around the Enterprise and screw things up, like in way too many episodes. I mean, remember that awful episode with Lazarus, where Lazarus
Yeah.
was a total dickhead, and they let him wander around and screw everybody up, and screw things up. Like,
Yes.
I wish I could remember the name of this actor, but he's really good in this episode.
Oh, you know, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings.
This is kind of similar to the season one ender with the parasites in Spock when the people can't talk because they're being controlled.
Oh.
Only in this case, it's like mind control. In that later episode, it's like physical control. But yeah, this guy's really good in this. Okay, there's another counter I'd like to put in episodes. How many times does Dr. McCoy pull at the hypo spray?
It's not quite every episode, but it's got to be close.
Must be what? I'm guessing out of 79 episodes, maybe 30 at least.
Right? Right?
I really would. I know somebody once did a counter, but they're probably long gone off the internet. But I remember they did a Kirk shirtless counter, which was
Right?
bloody. It was bloody hilarious after a while. I always like to think Shatner had it in his contract to kiss babes at least every second episode and be shirtless every third episode, kind of thing.
Hail Tim, FKHC 2005,
Hey,
who we
Tim.
fondly know as Tim.
This reminds me of the little girls episode where you had the bad guy that was very friendly at the start. Like,
Yeah.
what was his name? Doctor.
I
He
can't
ended up being a
remember.
robot, right? But
Yes, he ended up being an android. The episode's name, Tim, is Dagger of the Mine.
you know what I love about TOS is the episode titles are generally excellent
Yeah.
because they're generally very descriptive of the contents. And even when they're not, well, yeah, generally descriptive. And even when they're not, they will like do a Shakespearean quote in the title.
Hmm.
It's like, wow, think about it. TV for people that might get into Shakespeare. Wow, those days are gone.
Yeah. Well, we want everyone being stupid anymore, so they'll keep voting for Democrats.
Or liberals.
Yep.
I noticed, I was at art school in Vancouver around nine. I was still probably halfway through in 1989, 90. And I noticed when I watched the news when I had time, because generally I was either at class or I was studying at home, reading a book or whatever. I would put the news on when I could. And I noticed, like around that time, 89, 90, that newscasts went from being complicated, complex, and in depth to being superficial and
Hmm.
kind of like almost just like instead of wanting facts, they started reporting opinions. And that's when I realized they were starting to dumb us down, even like
Hmm.
35 years ago.
Yeah. No, they. You're right. I think they've been using the news not to inform us, but to basically stupefy us.
I think they're using it to control us now, Curtis.
Yep.
That's why I go to the alternative media like Rebel and Tusi. Anyway, I don't want to get too far out of the episode. Damn, I wish the volume was louder though. But I'll go with the subtitles. I don't want to
I've
bitch too long because I know
tried
people.
tried to turn up what
We've done
devices
what we
I've got.
can. I've got mine up full too, Curtis. So
Right on.
I don't want to piss off the people watching and cost me anyway because they don't want to hear me bitch and moan.
Right on.
You think a bitch and moan channel would do well on YouTube?
I have no idea. I suppose if it was entertaining, you know.
PvP's bitch and moan show. Once again, we got more building of the crew. At least the big three.
Yes. Booger is saying I'm required to put myself and my crew in as much danger as possible.
Well, that's what the Federation's job is. To go where no man has gone before and get totally fucked over every other episode.
Right on. It's the Addams family.
Oh no. Da-da-da-da.
Bump, bump.
But that's the wrong episode because Lurch was in that little girl.
Yes, you're right.
Damn, wrong episode, man. They should have had him in this episode. That would have been great. Oh, this is good. Okay, this is probably my favorite part. Dr. Noel. Remember Dr. Noel? I do.
I don't.
You will in a second. And as I said, every second episode at least, there's got to be a hot
Nice. Woo. She
Tell
can
you,
probe my mind anytime.
She could probe me anywhere, man.
Yeah. Tim, PvP, bitch and moan this week on Star Trek.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah, I know. I bitched too much.
Even Spock is like raising an eyebrow.
It's like, damn, I wish it was a 7-year Pon Far right now.
Booger, is this the first mention of a staff psychiatrist on the Enterprise? It seems like they mentioned one before. Although,
At least they didn't have a counselor like Troy, which I thought always dragged Next Generation down.
yeah, she was hot, but I really didn't. I don't know.
She wasn't bad looking, but I always thought she was a very secondary character. To be on the bridge, the only reason she was on the bridge because she could read minds as a betazoid, right?
Right.
Other than that, I figure very few episodes she actually made a real difference in.
But she was hot. She had great cleavage.
I'd give her maybe a 7.
Booger says random crew member number 6 destined to be killed like a red shirt.
Oh, by the way, there's that back when Kirk gets hypnotized, she does the thing with the machine where she talks about the Christmas party.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I clued in. They had the Christmas party where they were dancing, and I'm thinking Helen Noel at Christmas.
Yep. A little on the nose, huh?
I loved it. I thought that's good writing right there. That's good writing, man. Because nobody writing Star Trek today would be that smart to connect Christmas with Noel.
No, they really wouldn't.
They probably don't even know what Noel means.
Well, Christmas is evil, you know. Anything with Christ in it is bad.
You know, the last time I saw Merry Christmas in the store is probably 15 years ago at least. It's all Happy Holiday now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they just don't go, Happy Ramadan, Happy taking over
that's
our
what's
country.
next.
Happy Sharia law.
Be happy that the Muslims are taking over. Booger.
They passed that anti-blasphemy law in the UK this week, it seems.
Yeah, that's insane.
So if you speak an honest opinion on the internet, they will probably put you in jail.
I wonder if they would do the same for more hot chicks.
But she's
not quite as hot. Yeah, she looks a little too manly, honestly.
Zombified too.
Booger says, I also never liked Troy despite the cleavage. I thought she looked better when Jellicoe made her put on a uniform.
Yeah, I just never found Troy that hot. I liked the doctor, the redhead.
Yeah, I liked her. Yes,
she was hot. Now, I would have dated her, no question.
Heck yeah.
And then they made the big mistake of replacing her in season 2 with that awful, grouchy woman. They were trying to do a female McCoy, and boy, did that bomb.
Happy nondescript winter holiday.
It bombed so bad that they brought the redhead back in the third
Yep.
season.
Yeah, I'd forgotten they'd even done that, honestly.
Yeah, it really makes me angry when I see stories that can't. It's like, it's like Carney said, 150 years of Christianity. He tried to nullify it with a speech like a month ago, saying, Canada wasn't founded by Christians. Canada was founded by his words, northern people. Does anybody know what northern people mean? Like, I don't remember the Eskimos having an official religion. Unless you pray to the Great Spirit, but that's not like a religion. That's just a belief system.
Yeah.
And Carney, like 6 months ago, said Muslim values are Canadian values, and oh boy,
whatever.
Nothing he says me. Well, when the Iran war started, he backed Trump, and then he's backpedaled like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Saying it's illegal, saying the UN should have been brought in for consultation. It's like, I laughed my ass
Whatever.
off. You know. Anyway, back to the episode. Sorry.
Tim is saying they had really no choice for season 2 on the Next Generation. She left due to how Gates was treated by one of the producers.
Oh crap!
I didn't know that. Gorillas is saying, how does Kirk have jurisdiction over penal colonies? And Tim says, I always say if it wasn't the Europeans, it could have been the Chinese, and it could have been way worse.
Oh well, Carney's in bed with China now.
I wouldn't mind being in bed with a Chinese woman, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's too complicated. And another hypo. We need a hypo counter.
Man, I should be taking a shot for every time he takes a hypo.
Yeah, we'd all be drunkards if
Hey,
we every time. Every time there was a Star Trek trope, man. Seriously, we'd all be screwed up.
So basically, he drugs and hypnotizes them.
Usually, he's just putting people to sleep. It seems. Oh, this. Yeah. You know what I didn't like about Noel's character though? She was so in favor of what was going on. She didn't question anything.
Gotcha.
You know, until about maybe 2/3 in the episode, she started to figure out what was going on.
Booger says definitely Crusher over Troy.
I had a crush on Crusher. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha.
The only thing wrong with Crusher was she produced Wesley.
Well, yeah, Po Buddy's nerfed. But Curtis has a Tired Bloggers Mad Theater of Horrors.
Mad Theater of Horrors? I haven't heard about that. This is a bit of a minor trope in Trek where the guy appears to be a good guy
and ends up being the villain.
and ends up being the
I
bad.
wonder if this had some influence over the Disney film Black Hole.
You know, I actually saw that in the theater when it came out, and
Did you? I wanted to so bad.
I was actually disappointed though, Curtis. Like,
Oh, really?
I thought it'd be better than it was.
The comic book was really good, but I never saw the actual movie until fairly recently.
Yeah, I didn't think the movie was terrible, but I just didn't think it was all that. I didn't think it was as good as it could have been. I don't know.
Right.
I
understand.
I just didn't get into it. I don't know, but it's been like, wow, when did it come out? It's been like 50 years since I saw it. I'd have to rewatch to give it an honest review.
Booger's saying we can excuse her for Wesley based on that one episode where she was in the workout outfit. I would concur with that.
You know, the one episode I really can't forgive her for is, what was the one with the ghost? She was in love with the ghost dude.
I don't remember that one.
There was the ghost on the planet that romanced her grandmother. Had sex with her grandma, and then he had sex with her. And I got so creeped out. I think that probably is in the top 10 most hated episodes of Next Generation with 90% of the fan base. It was super creepy.
Tim says, Black Hole, the story of Barack Obama's colonoscopy.
Oh, I didn't really need to hear that.
Gorillas, we can excuse her because she slapped Wesley. Sub Rosa.
Sub Rosa, that's the one. Oh,
Tim saying, "Oh Lord, yes," about Sub Rosa.
it's bad.
Booger says the ghost episode was terrible, but again, she can be excused.
Yeah,
And
it was just weird, creepy and weird. Because you think she's got more sense ability than to go to a planet and have sex with a ghost. And it turned out it was just an entity anyway. Hey, number three, holy moly. Wow. Oh, no, maybe not. No, no. Okay, false alarm, false alarm.
I should have at least poured the shot. If the bourbon was closer, I might have done so, but
You could get Cassie to pour it for you.
Gorillas, why can't I get a ghost that will give me an orgasm whenever I want?
Well, that was one of the best things about the Harry Potter films is what was that horny ghost called? I can't remember her name.
Oh, I don't remember.
She came in like after first 3 or 4 movies.
I read the books.
Yeah,
I've read all but the last book, and I haven't seen any of the movies.
yeah, she was a ghost, but she was super horny. And I
I
was
want
like,
a
you know
horny
what? And
ghost,
she was
female.
kind of she was nice and kind of cute and sweet too. So I'm thinking, okay, if I gotta be banged by a ghost, she's my
That would
choice.
be the one. Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be the one. Oh, here we go. Here's the mind meld.
The mind
I
meld.
wish we could hear it, but just pay attention to the subs there, guys. Here we go.
Gorillas, how the beep can you skip the last book? Well, I was reading my girlfriend's books, and then she broke up with me, and I've just never gotten around to buying the last one. Moaning Myrtle, as Tim is saying.
Yeah. Oh man, she could moan over me all night long.
Oh, yes, sir.
Mhm.
Booger, the way Spock describes it here, makes it seem almost sexual. Kind of
Well,
makes sense.
does say it's very personal. I mean, it becomes less personal as the series goes on because it becomes more of a average trope during the show. But yeah, I could see at the start where he's like, "This is a very special thing." He says he's never done it to a human, too, right? So
Right, yeah, this is his first time doing it.
yeah, so this is all unexplored territory.
Oh, Gorillas is calling you out. WTF, you want to screw a girl that died at 14?
I
I
didn't,
did not
I
realize
didn't,
that she was 14.
I didn't know that. But hey, she's a horny ghost, and she wants to have a fun with somebody. So
I don't think I recall any of the laws applying to ghosts.
I mean, besides, I didn't know she was 14, and she's well. Let's face it, she wants it. I don't know. But with my luck, what the hell am I even talking about this shit? Fuck me.
Eh,
I'm
she
off on a weird tangent.
died in her 5th year? Huh? I'm completely confused.
Her ghosts look a lot more mature than that.
Again, I've never seen the movies, and I don't remember that ghost being that sexualized in the books.
I thought I thought she was like 18 or 20 when I saw her in the movie. I don't know.
Boogers is saying, which ghost is that? Gorillas is answering with Moaning Myrtle. I remember Moaning Myrtle in the books, but I don't remember thinking that she was sexy. But again, I didn't see her, so maybe in the movies she was.
Anyway, we're back to the important stuff with the mind meld here.
This is a good actor.
He's really good. I think it's one of the better performances in season 1 that he does, actually.
Tim is saying there was also the Gray Lady. Again, Myrtle was the first one that came up with a female Harry Potter ghost. Gorillas is saying she was killed by Voldemort when he opened the Chamber of the Secrets and unleashed the basilisk, and she was in the bathroom. And Booger is asking, is that device the same technology as the Klingon Mind Sifter? I wonder.
Not really. The Vulcan mind meld is not destructive. The Klingon mind sifter will destroy your brain if they don't get the information they want.
Booger's saying the actress who played Moaning Myrtle was 36 or 37, but was playing a 14-year-old character. Yeah, that's Hollywood weirds me out quite a lot.
That's very weird then.
Dr. Adams' device is not the mind meld.
No, it is the mind meld. Look at Spock here.
I think he's saying that's not what he's asking about.
But Spock says it's the first mind meld he ever did with a human being. It's canon.
Tim is saying that the actress was not 36 or 7. That's wrong. I don't know. I really don't know anything about it.
I wish I'd never brought it. I wish
I understand.
I want to watch the episode, guys. Forget fucking Myrtle. It doesn't fucking matter, okay? Sorry.
Uh-oh. Don't do it, Kirk.
Here we go.
Don't do it. Oh, Tim is saying it was wrong for her to play someone that young. Not that the information is wrong. Got it. I understand, Tim.
Anyway, this is where we get the Christmas scene here. That's one thing I wish Star Trek had done a Christmas episode, but they never actually did.
Yeah.
This was as close as we ever got to it. It actually works. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, really. You think after a couple episodes ago, when he almost got killed with a mechanical man, that he might have figured out, maybe not.
Right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Chicks dig him.
I actually like this scene. It's kind of cute in a way.
Nice.
Hey.
I want all the chicks to dig me.
Ooh.
I'd like to find her under my Christmas tree.
Yeah. I don't even have a tree, but I just like to find her.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'd put up a tree if I thought there was a chance she'd be under it.
Once again, Kirk gets a big smooch from a hot girl.
Uh-oh!
Here we go. It's bad guy time.
Booger saying, how does a medical officer on the ship he commands just meet him now, especially when he's hanging out in sick bay so much?
She's actually not a medical officer, though. Wasn't she some kind of technician or something?
I can't remember.
I've had a shitty weekend anyway.
I'm sorry.
Well, my knees have been killing me, and I got a bit done, but I got like 20% without what I wanted to do, and
Right.
then my knees kill me, and then I go lie down, and then I fall asleep, and it's the same old weekend that I hate. That's why I figure, what the hell, I might as well watch some of this and just enjoy myself for a couple hours.
At least he didn't order him to kill himself.
You would have had some explaining to do to Spock then. See, that's what I love about the show is you got the chain of command. You can screw Kirk up, but the rest of the crew is up there in orbit,
Yep.
paying attention to what you're doing down there.
Is this where the game Simon came from? This is kind of how the Manchurian Candidate went. Yeah, kind of is. That was a great movie.
Was that the Frank Sinatra one?
Yes, yes. The one with, I mean, the new one's kind of cool, but not as good as the original.
I haven't seen that in, well, once again, years. That's the trouble, you know. You get older and you try and keep up with more recent stuff, and then you try to remember older stuff, and then you realize you haven't seen something in 30 or 40 years, and it's like, I don't want to really watch that again because I'm running out of time.
Yeah, I hear you. James Gregory was in the 1962 version.
Have any of you guys ever seen 12 Angry Men?
Yeah, I love that movie. That was a great movie.
That's such a good movie. And I've noticed a lot of younger people have been doing reviews on YouTube in the last year or so. Because I've watched some reviews that they're generally really good because they get it, right? But man, that's a good movie. And you know, if I could convince Gorilla or somebody to, I got to get my damn streaming up and I want to start doing these classics.
Yeah. Booger saying Spock was the Manchurian Candidate. He ended up meeting with the Romulans. Tim says
that's the next episode, man.
Which version? I've seen both versions, and both were good. I did like the newer version. I just didn't like it as much as I liked the first one. Because the first one, you're basically the big bad corporations are the bad guys, and I think it's more realistic for Manchurian to be, Chinese. But anyway.
Oh, did they go politically correct in the new one?
Yeah, pretty much. Other than that, it was a really good film, but
oh, this is where Helen finally gets to show her metal. Her metal, I mean, with a T.
Oh, Tim is saying there was he was talking about the 12 Angry Men. There's a 1957 and 1997 version. I haven't seen the 97 one.
The 57, I don't want to see the 97s because I'm sure it's crap. Well, I'm not sure, but I'd be willing to say 8 out of 10 is probably crap.
Well, Tim's saying that they were both good, and he usually has
But
pretty good taste. So
the thing is, I keep saying if you have a classic, why remake it?
yeah, fair.
It's like Wizard of Oz. You don't need to remake it because it ain't going to get. I don't care how good it is. It's never going to get past the original film.
Boogers remembered the 1997 TV movie. Okay, I did not even know that there was a made-for-TV version, and Netflix made one last year. So
Here we go.
I'm sure the critics are like, Kirk is overacting, and really he's
Oh,
not.
you know what I
Nice
love is
shot.
they'll always take. You know what they pick? They pick like Children Shall Lead. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
Spock's brain. Um, what's the one with Lazarus falling off the cliff? The alternative factor. They'll
right.
pick out like 3 or 4 of those, and they'll go, "Oh, see, what a horrible actor he was." But they won't. They won't go with stuff like I don't know some of the good stuff like next,
Yeah,
like Corporate Maneuver when he's got to figure shit out.
right.
Well, we'll see in the next episode. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the volume is a little better. But this is where Helen shines here.
Tim is saying that anything Netflix is shit, and there are exceptions, although I feel like there's fewer and fewer as the years go by.
Well, was it Netflix that did that Lost in Space reboot
Yeah,
about 10 years ago?
yeah,
Never watched because I just didn't care. And, it was like, I have the 1966 3 seasons to watch, and
right.
why would I bother wasting my time with anything better? Because it ain't better. Here we go. I gotta say, Noelle finally proves herself here.
Yep, she did.
She was still
She redeemed herself.
smoking hot, but effective. Oh, this is a good scene.
Oh, oh!
Take that, asshole.
Don't mess with Noel.
No, it's hot, but you don't want to get hot with her in that way.
Nope, nope, nope. That's why you want consent, guys.
Finally Spock is like, enough of this shit.
Yep. Well, he's taking it into his own hands. I also liked, what was it called? Altered Carbon. Have you ever seen that?
I don't recognize
The
that.
first season is incredible.
Altered Carbon?
Yeah, the second season is
If you want
it's
to,
okay.
if you want to send me information on Facebook, please do, because I have no idea about that show at all, man. I've never heard of it. This is good. This is great.
Oh, I gotta see this.
He gets his own medicine.
It's justice.
I always think it's the best thing when a villain gets exactly what he deserves.
Exactly.
Oh, here we go. He still wants to make out with her. This is good. I'd make out with her too. Damn.
Hell
Damn,
yeah.
damn it. I love Spock's reactions to these scenes.
Oh Lord.
He's like, really? Really?
Spock should just get used to it.
Oh, I'm sure he
I
does.
think eventually he does, but
Eventually he does, but he still raises an eyebrow once in a while. By the way, how many people here can raise one eyebrow like Emai could?
I don't think I can do it quite like I can raise one eyebrow, but not
I can't.
quite the way he can.
I can't do it to save. If somebody put a gun to my head and said raise one eyebrow, I'd say, "Bye." I can't
You know
do it. I just can't
what
do it.
I've never been able to do is I can't wiggle my ears, and everyone tells me it's easy, but I can't do it.
I can't do it either. I can do the Spock salute though. The Vulcan
Yeah,
salute.
yeah. I worked my hands until I could. Then I broke my hands and had to work them again
Jesus,
to get back to where I could do it again.
that's not fun.
No, no, don't break your hands. It's not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Oh, did you see that? What was the movie where the guy cuts the guy's fingers off in the bandsaw?
I cannot remember.
I just
There,
watched it like a week or two ago.
there's like the Four Rooms
Oh, that was
movie.
the bee. The Have you seen the Beekeeper?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
I watched part of it when you guys did the watch party, but I was like, I cannot remember what it was, but I was busy with something at the house, so I only
it's
caught part of it.
it's
What
there's
I
not many
saw was
modern
really
movies I
good.
like, but that was great. That was great because you got an old lady that gets scammed on the internet, all her like millions of dollars drained from her account, and she's broke. And then the beekeeper, his slogan through the movie is I'm here to protect the hive, which becomes a classic phrase, right?
Hmm.
God, it's such a good movie. Anytime. Hey, I know you didn't want to do a Saturday watch because you're probably tired this week, but any Saturday you want to do a watch party of a movie, if you want to do Beekeeper, I'm up for it because that movie
Gotcha.
is great.
Basically, I'm just waiting to see if I get any super chats or any
Yeah, well,
memberships,
hopefully.
and then
Hey,
I'll be happy.
Where's Gorla? He should give you like super chats by now.
Give me a super chat, somebody,
Come
and you
on,
can pick the movie. You can pick
come
the
on.
movie if you give me a super chat.
Hey,
It doesn't have
Furry.
to be like whatever the cheapest one is they allow. Just go for it. We know what
Yeah.
Kirk wants to use the device for, and Tim is sharing. Oh, Paramount was planning to do a holiday special. Interesting.
Wow.
Booger says, I think Kirk was probably using the "You Are the Cure" line before.
Hmm.
And so, what did happen to Dr. Babe? I don't, in loving memory of Majel Barrett Roddenberry. Okay. And now we have the Corbomite maneuver, which I remember, but not real well. So,
I think a lot of fans consider this one a kind of a key episode.
gotcha. How's the sound, guys?
So far, it sounds
Same.
about the same. I have to see if I can find an alternative source.
Wikipedia 12 Angry Men, the 97 film.
I very much doubt you're going to get 12 actors in 97 that were at the top of their game as the 57 actors were.
Gorilla says the chicken on a stick is an orgasm for the mouth.
I hope the chicken was cooked and not still clucking when you did that, Gorilla.
Booger says a visit with the First Federation, and Gorillas is saying, which one is this? This is the Corbomite maneuver, which I only dimly remember. I do remember one of the spoilers,
Early episode 2, you can tell because Uhura's not in red.
right? And Spock is showing more emotion than.
Do you think? I don't think so much. That was more in the first couple of pilots when he was like.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying he shows a little more than he would later, is
I
all.
think Uhura is much hotter in red, though.
Yeah, I do too.
And that,
She should.
that doesn't make sense because she's in communications, which should be red, right? Because she's not
Yes.
at command level. Because yellow is generally command.
Yeah.
Gold is Kirk level, right? So
Yes. And I don't remember her ever being left. Like, he left Spock, he left McCoy, he left. Who else? Scotty. And I think he left Sulu once. But I don't think he ever left anyone else in charge when he left.
I think the chain of command was Kirk, Spock, Scotty. I think was generally third.
Yeah.
After that, I think it was Sulu in fourth, and I can't remember anybody after that.
Yeah, I have no idea, honestly, who would have been after
Those were
that.
big four. No, I remember. Was it in Mirror Mirror where Uhura actually got to take over the navigation console? So she obviously had the qualifications.
You had to be able to navigate.
Yeah, she was navigator in that at least that one episode.
Gotcha.
Sadly, they'll be in 60s. But I remember she wanted to quit the show at the end of the first season because she didn't think her character mattered, and then Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. actually had a conversation.
Yeah.
And he said, Star Trek is our favorite show. That's the only show I let my kids watch because we have a black woman
Yeah.
communications. A black woman on the bridge crew that has power.
Yep.
She's a communicator. Like he says, you can't leave. Millions of black kids are watching you every week and loving you as a character. You cannot leave. And if Martin Luther King Jr. doesn't humble you, and you don't go, holy fuck, he's right.
Yeah, exactly.
What can I say? I can't add anything more.
Jeff, welcome.
I love it though. Don't you love some of this stuff in the original series?
I do.
When they do the pumping on the wall.
Yep.
Oh, well, okay. Shirtless and sweaty. Here we go. Here we go, ladies. Here we go for the ladies.
A little something for the ladies.
And maybe a few of the guys.
And maybe Mr. Sulu. Yeah.
Yeah, for Mr. Sulu.
It's a Rubik's Cube in space.
I had a Rubik's Cube, and I could never figure it out.
Right.
Do you think Rubik's Cube was kind of like the pet rock where most people bought it and then probably tossed it in the garbage after 6 months?
I never tossed it in the garbage. I could never figure the whole thing out, but I could always get one side. That's as good as I could ever get.
Well, we're still early on. Look at how full the hall was.
Yep.
I love it when they had lots of extras in the early episodes, and then after a while, that didn't happen anymore.
Booger is saying this opening narrative has become so iconic, yet we don't even have the word starship when it was written. And Booger also says a gentleman wears shoes to the bridge. Yes.
A captain wears shoes. The captain in the new show doesn't wear shoes because she's not a captain.
And Booger thinks this is the one with Clint Howard.
Yeah,
those foot exercisers are weird. And welcome, Brooke Bullock. Oh, my.
We do get Clint.
Link is in the chat, pinned to the top of the chat. Join us in Cosme, Brooke, and you can watch the Corbomite maneuver with us. Welcome, welcome. Always good to see you, sir.
Spock it. Nima has Spock figured out by here.
I don't know why it switched the captions.
Well, let's see if they still work.
This program is so glitchy sometimes.
That's the trouble with the internet. I don't know when this is. This must have been what, one of the third, fourth episodes filmed. Because
Yeah, I think it was earlier than some of them we've been watching.
Well, what keeps me in is her in yellow, like.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't. Yellow is either command, navigation. That's about it, right?
Right.
And she's in communications. And communications was always. It was always lumped in with Scotty in engineering and the red shirts in security, pretty much.
Right.
What I remember, anyway. So. Oh, this is good, Mr. Bailey. I remember this now. This is good. We got a rookie.
Yep.
Message.
Trigger happy. Hut hut hut.
Well, he's reflecting back to the past war, right?
Yep. Hey, look, they've got me back when I had hair.
Sorry. Clearing my throat and I couldn't find the right tab.
Oh, I hear you.
No. This is what I like, though. They've been stop motionless for like 19 hours, and then Kirk calls a bridge crew meeting around the table. If it was Picard, he would have called a bridge crew meeting like, what, 5 minutes into it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I prefer Kirk over Picard.
Do I like Kirk or do I like Picard? Sulu was the one that was acting exhausted.
Well, I'm not going to even talk about this. Is a TOS tonight, so
Yes.
Picard don't matter at all.
Booger is asking if any of us remember the Star Trek comic Debt of Honor. I don't. I only read one of the comics. It wasn't that one.
I never got into watch. I never read the comics.
I read some of the books. I only got my hands on one comic book ever, and I don't even remember anything about it.
I was getting old enough when I watched TOS, Next Gen, Deep Space Nine. I got halfway through Voyager and before I gave up. Like, you get to a certain age when you're getting too old and you're like, I can't watch everything. I'm going to be dead by then, right?
Yeah, sadly, you can't.
Have to start making choices. And I'd rather rewatch the entire TOS series.
Yeah, same here.
I have a question for everybody in the chat or wherever they are. If you knew your final day on Earth on your deathbed, what the date was, what would be the last thing you watched?
I think I would say it would be Braveheart. I think that's what I would pick to be the last thing that I watched.
Not naked women mud wrestling?
Nah.
Oh, I've never figured that out yet.
Maybe the night before I died. Maybe.
I have never, I never, I never had the guts to even think about it, to be honest. But I know that day will come because it comes to everybody.
It does. That's
And
right.
I want to think, what's the last album? What's the last song? What's the? It'll be TOS. I'm sure the last day will be an episode of this show because I love it so much. But I've never made a list of the last day stuff that I want to indulge in. Would indulge be the right word?
Booger is saying interesting story that brings in a few original series episodes, including a brief reference to this one. Booger is saying that random lieutenant looks a lot like Eddie Haskell. Boom! I think that's the first we see of the hallway being shaken. Because I don't remember the hallway being shaken before.
Oh, do you love the hallway shaking and start?
Yeah, I do.
I love it when everybody's flying across. Some of
Yeah.
these stuff, man, when they fly across the room, it's like,
Yeah, I hope they get paid well.
I think they earn their paycheck that week.
Booger is also saying there is a Comic-Con exclusive Hallmark Christmas ornament of Uhura in the yellow uniform.
Yeah, it's costs a fortune too.
No, I'm not. That was actually a subtly brilliant scene. I like that. I like that.
It's early on establishing the Kirk and Spock dynamic.
Yep.
And here comes McCoy. Let's see what he adds to the conversation because I'm sure something's coming up here. Oh, this is good when Kirk is like, let's get to 95% or 99%.
Yeah, yeah. Your timing is lousy, Jim.
Here we go. Here we go. I love it. I love it. Because you know McCoy does.
Yes, he does, actually.
But he's right about Bailey being promoted maybe too early.
Right.
You know, one of my favorite episodes in season 2 is Obsession. Do you remember that one?
I don't. I don't remember that one.
That's the one where an alien entity attacks the Enterprise, and Kirk has a flashback to his previous starship when he was a youngster, like a young ensign, which killed his captain and half of the crew. And
I don't remember that at all. That sounds fantastic, actually.
Well, that's why it's called Obsession, because Kirk becomes obsessed with killing the creature.
Gotcha.
And the Enterprise has to deliver perishable drugs to a planet within, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. But Kirk is like determined to kill this thing because he realizes it's going to spawn. It's going to go back to its home planet and spawn thousands of these things.
Wow.
Kirk realizes he's got to pursue it. And there's scenes with McCoy and Spock when they challenge Kirk. Oh, here
we haven't seen her for a while.
This is the dietary salad people rag on this, but it's like if he's got to keep the weight down,
Yeah.
I know I could keep my weight down. Couple of rounds with Janice Rand would keep my weight way down.
Oh yeah.
You know, the sad thing is she was treated so badly by those pervert executives after like
Yeah, it
10
is sad.
episodes. She would have been a great character. Like the fans love her.
Yep.
Everybody loved her. And even they were building a Kirk Janice, oh, I'll say friendship in the early episodes.
Yeah, there's definitely something, whether
Yeah.
it's romantic or not.
But there was a pattern of friendship, I'll say. And that's one of the but you know, the one great thing though is they did bring her back for the movies, right?
Yeah, yeah. Gorillas just got a surprise call. John is asking if Trump is calling him to take that supreme leader spot for Iran. Gorillas is asking John if he's trying to get him unalived by Israel. John is saying no. And Gorillas is saying no. My old boss called, said he was going to be in an area in a couple of weeks. Gave me the car I was storing for him. And John Pontorero says, I just know Rubio's dance card is full. Yeah, this thing's been blowing the heck out of their ship.
It's more powerful. This is what
Yeah.
I like about early Trek in season 1. They came up against empires that could kick the shit out of them, right?
Right.
There was a couple episodes where they were like, we're fucked.
Yep.
We can't do nothing. We can't. And then, of course, it ended up where it worked out because it was 1960.
Yeah. Holy cow.
You couldn't
That's
kill off
not
your
a small
show.
moon.
And you know what? When they did the remaster, they didn't change that much at all.
That's good.
Because why would you change what's already great?
Yeah, exactly.
I love when they reduced it.
Gorillas is saying, hey, Curtis, if you want to learn construction.
Sulu does the job because Sulu is Sulu, and he, you know what? I don't care about modern politics, but Sulu is a great character.
He really is. He really is.
He's great. I mean, would you want anybody running your spaceship except a guy at the helm run Sulu? Like I would put Sulu in charge.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I don't care what he does in his off time. Like that ain't my business, right?
No, how do you manage this ship?
Just show up on duty, on schedule, and do your job. That's all you need to do.
You got it.
And you know what I love is my cousin ran a couple of Tim Hortons here in Kelowna.
Uh-huh.
You know why he finally about 10 years ago they retired, and well, I think they closed one down and let the second one. They got run by somebody else they put in charge. You know why they quit?
Why?
They couldn't get young people to show up for their work schedule.
Yeah, we have a lot of trouble with that over here. It's like,
well, you know, another thing when Burger King owns Tim Hortons now, right?
I didn't know that.
Well, Burger King bought them out like a decade ago, and now Tim Hortons is actually based in South America. I think the company's based in Argentina now.
Oh, okay.
And I will never do business with them again.
I got you.
No. Oh, this is good. This was a good episode, man. I got to work a grill and find some louder episodes next week because we're getting into the good stuff now. And this is where Kirk is like, wow, we're fucked.
Yep.
But you know what I love? Look at people. Is this a bad actor right now with Shatner?
No, right? He's actually doing a good job with his
I
acting.
don't think any actor could do a better job. Like he's restrained, he's subtle, he's
You can
facing
see,
annihilation, and he's still calm.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Gorillas, I'm reading your message on Facebook.
and the recorder just got destroyed.
Iran has a new Ayatollah.
And he lived. Didn't they kill him today?
I have lost track.
Hey, did you say that comedy video I sent you?
I
2 days
did. I know it's probably wrong, but that was
think-
funny. It was so
I-
funny.
I think that's basically true, though, right? It's like,
Yep. Yep.
would you want? Would any of you guys want that job?
Nope. Not unless I was just going to use it to surrender.
By the way,
You know.
By the way, the Israeli Defense Force took out the head guy of the military today earlier. I
Gotcha.
did watch that. There's nothing left. You know, only crazy people don't quit when you're not even.
Yeah, it's time to surrender. Even if you think it's morally, whether you think it was morally right or wrong, they need to just surrender.
But when
They
you're
just
90
need to
when
surrender.
you're- Yeah, exactly, Curtis. When you're 90% done, why do you even continue? Well, I know why, because they're fanatics.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, back. Let's just we'll do this, and we could do politics another time.
Yeah, exactly. Jeff is saying first a cube, then a sphere reminds me of something.
Oh, then we get the noise.
Oh,
I remember when he has to take Bailey off.
yeah, I forgot this part.
Bailey is not there.
Yeah, Bailey has been promoted too fast. Looking at the
this is the key scene when it gets the.
yes, this was in a lot of the end credits.
We're like,
The heck is that? That's an intimidating critter, whatever it is.
You know one thing, we laugh at this now, but I would bet on a black and white TV in 1966, this would look pretty scary.
It looked pretty scary when I first saw it, but I can't remember how old I was.
But now when I'm watching it today, it's like obviously it's a puppet, right?
Yeah, it's got some kind of weird effort
It's got
filter.
weird moves and yeah. No, this is it. Sue always does a countdown. Oh, fuck. Kirk is very patient here, right?
Yeah, he was.
And finally he's like, fuck this shit.
Yep.
Now this is what they'll never show about Kirk being a bad actor.
Yeah, he's not. His acting is spot on here. There's nothing wrong with it.
I think
Here.
Shatner's acting is the only couple episodes he overacts in is. Well, you got Children Shall Lead.
Yeah.
You got crap episodes so bad that I think Kirk actually overacted as a protest in those.
I think so too.
But you watch 95% of TOS, and Shatner is really good in them. I get so frustrated with the dummies. What can you do?
Gorillas is saying expect a bunch of airstrikes tonight. Iran named all of Khomeini's sons as supreme leader, and Trump and Netanyahu both flipped the bird and said nope. Gorillas is going to go ahead of this and say rest in peace to the supreme leader Mojtaba Khomeini. Your 2 hours as supreme leader will be forgotten.
Well, you know what I love is that comedy video I sent us.
Yes.
It's actually true. It's like, you know, they get us new supreme leader, and then 2 hours later he's dead. It is a joke. Like it's like, why would anybody want that fucking
I
job?
know the drill already. Boom.
That's the actual perfect part. It's like every one of these idiots is going to be dead, and they know it, and they still keep standing up.
Well,
It's
they're
like I'm the next.
fanatics.
I'm going to be the supreme leader for 15 minutes. Boom. Well,
Chess.
chess. Key scene. Spock's taking a chess. He almost apologizes here
Yeah.
for a Vulcan. Like, whoa. It's a great scene with Spock and Kirk. McCoy's like, what the fuck are you doing? For fuck's sakes, we're all gonna die yet. SOB. Blah blah blah.
Well, here's the difference between
that's McCoy.
here's the difference between Kirk and the Khomeinis. Yes, Kirk doesn't give up, but let's face it. If they've been blown up to the point where all that's left is a Yeoman Janice, she should probably surrender. I'm just saying.
Can I surrender to Yeoman Janice right now?
I want to. Brooke Bullock is listing out the uniform colors. Command is gold and green. Science Medical is blue. Operations is red. Worn by Scotty and security personnel.
Oh, so
as well known.
communications just red. Don't forget Ahura.
Right. Well, operations of some form. And Brooke Bullock, the longest movie ever made. I can't remember which movie we were talking about when we were talking about that. Sorry about that, Brooke.
I remember a movie you can watch. Andy Warhol did a movie called Empire. It's one camera still shot of the Empire State Building. I believe it's like 9 hours long, and
wow,
it's as boring as it sounds because it's 9 hours of nothing. I can talk about Andy Warhol endlessly, but not tonight.
Yeah, let's.
I love how Kirk's bluffing because he realizes it's not chess, it's poker.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Corbomite device will destroy you. Kirk is brilliant.
I think that's the first we hear about much about his parents. Less than a minute. At least die with your boots on. Well, looks like the bluff worked. Spock would have a great poker face, I think. Monster! Monster! Okay. Yeoman Janice. Ha 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 ha. Gorillas, looks like Israel got him, but it's not confirmed. Gorillas, I guess even a joke has truth in it. Hi, we lost Gorillas. I wonder where he went. Looking at. Remember, if anyone wants to send a super chat or wants to donate a membership or join as a new member, you may pick the watch party that we'll do Saturday without any super chats. I may or may not do a watch party Saturday. It'll depend on how tired I am. And the poll sits at 21% of you say that criminals need better treatment and to be rehabilitated. 14% of you say they should be locked away for life on a colony. 36% of you, this is what's in the lead, say bring back the death penalty. 29% say I like turtles. Looking at the top fans online, Stream Elements leads with 100 XP. Lemon Pie is at number 2 with 75 XP, and Booger is at number 3 with 75 XP. And Gorillas is sharing out his watch party. When this episode's over, y'all feel free to go there and watch. Hey, Tim, welcome back. Welcome back. Tim says he just saw Shatner's underwear. He wears white underwear. Oh, is that on this show or is that like online somewhere? It's a dummy! As he was getting up from the chair, you see Kirk tuck in his shirt. Oh, okay. I think just about everybody wore tidy whities back in the 60s. It's a kid! So who was fooling who? It's Clint Howard. We shall drink Tranya! On second thought, let's not go to Baylock. It is a silly place. It is Tranya! Now I know where Mystery Science Theater gets the line from. We shall drink Tranya. The kid is played by Clint Howard. Got it. Well, if it's poison, at least it tastes good. In the old country, men drink Tranya before and after each battle. Thank you, Booger. Yeah, it's not his voice. Yeah. Yeah, I could tell there's a voice actor doing it. Walker Edmiston is the voice actor. That was actually a cooler episode than I remember it being. Directed by Joseph Sargent, written by Jerry Soule. Edmiston was Mr. Slugworth, according to Tim. Grace Lee Whitney is Yeoman Janice, I think. Film editor Robert L. Swanson, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay. This was the first shown. All right, folks. So that was episode 9 and 10 of the original Star Trek. So it's looking like we will probably not do a watch party Saturday, although, again, I might change my mind if I just feel really, really frisky or something. Let's take a look at the poll. At the close, 21% of you want better treatment and rehabilitation for criminals. 14% want them locked away for life on a colony. 36% want to bring back the death penalty. 29% say, I like turtles. Well, thank you, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time. And let's see, how much time is it? In 69 minutes, Gorillas is doing episodes 6 and 7 of a series of unfortunate events. So join him for that. I hope you all enjoyed Star Trek. And Booger makes a good point. Who doesn't like turtles? I like turtles. I rarely vote for that in the section, but I do like turtles. So thank you very much and have a wonderful evening.